get off that easy. Mike is lucky because the majority of the story I could tell involved me, and I wouldn't want to incriminate myself, so this is going to be surprisingly PG. He also has a few other best men in his life that did a nice job at describing his other sides at the rehearsal dinner. Ryan Brennan again. Mini game Mike, Golden Retriever Mike are two of my favorites. So when I was initially trying to think about these stories and talking to other people, we all seemed to come to the same conclusion. It's kind of like, no. Dunkaroo, definitely no. College, absolutely no. Maybe, no, still no. I tried to think about the first time he told me about Laura, and realized it had been 10 years and nobody could remember back that long. I remember that time we woke up in the same bed as little kids, not creepy, I promise. Swearing it was the other one that threw up all over each other. It was me. 29 years later. I remember that time we all came back from Lizzie's wine tasting extravaganza and looked over to see Mike with a baby on his lap we all thought had been kidnapped. I remember the time we didn't have tickets to Coachella and proceeded to go on a 4-hour adventure trying to sneak in the rest of the details, which I cannot discuss. So as you can assume, they pretty much went downhill from there. But one thing I did notice was all the hours of remembering, I didn't really stop laughing once. And that's Mike. That's who he is. He embodies fun. But not only that, he embodies a kind of positivity and energy that is very unique in this world. And I reiterate, very unique. Just a show of hands, how many people have walked away from a night and said, wow, that was boring. Yeah, no hands. Besides the camera.
They're double fists.
A perfect example of this is when we used to all play on the same softball team, the Nihilists. This was a compilation of some of the bigger personalities in San Francisco, Robbie Burmeister. And as you can tell by the name, all perfect gentlemen. For years we all played together, partied together, imbibed together, took RV boondoggles together. But once Mike left, the Nihilists seemingly disbanded. Whenever we knew it, whether we knew it or not, out of all the crazy guys, Mike's energy and enthusiasm is what brought us all together. So now, as we all know, this rambunctious energy also created a few challenges over the years as well. All of which were nicely edited out by my mother, Nancy Hassan, my sister, and Lindsay Hassan as well. Come find me, I will happily divest after. So then Laura came along, and I told Laura, let me reiterate, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We all know she was the one, because she in fact was the first and only one. I heard there was a brief stint with a girl named Blair, but as we knew from the name, that obviously wasn't going to work.
It wasn't the other Blair that was here.
And now after 10 years, you can look at him. He's excelling at USC MBA school. He's the father of a beautiful golden retriever that oddly resembles him. And I can truly say, he is honestly happier than I have ever seen him in my entire life. You know a couple's meant to be when they don't have to be a different person to make the relationship work. And that is one of the nicest things you see in both of them. You balance each other, you complement one another, you have a mutual respect for one another, and generally make the other better. You let Mike be crazy, but ground him, both literally and figuratively, at the same time. Mike, thank you for all the laughs and the friendship. I can't wait to have with you both what my parents have with the Hassans. And I know we're going to have plenty of adventures and plenty of fun over the years. I wish you a lifetime of happiness, and honestly, can't wait to see how your kids end up. I'm excited. We know Mike's excited. All I can say is I wish everyone was as lucky as me to have a best friend like Mike. So, cheers. Cheers.